Hi, I'm Rich. I'm a teen chef, and this is my little YouTube thing. The reason I'm doing this is because one day I hope to show these videos or use these videos in my portfolio. Because I hope to go to, well, I don't know if I can say this online, but I hope to go to a college for business, and then I hope to go to the CIA, Culinary Institute of America, not the CIA, Central Intelligence Agency. No. I want to go to culinary school so I can become a chef. And, of course, like any school, you need, experience, you need all sorts of things. And, well, this is part of it. Today, I'm just gonna make something simple. I'm boiling pasta right now, and I'm gonna make a meat sauce to put it in. Now, here's a little tip when boiling the pasta. Use cold water. I don't know why, it always goes faster for me. Now, this is the type of pan I'm going to be using. You don't have to use this. If you have a pan that you prefer, go ahead and use it. I'm just going to use this so that way the sauce doesn't go spill over and I don't have a whole mess and my mom won't get pissed off at me. Now, the past 2 minutes, I would set this for about 8, because honestly, I only boil it for a very short period of time because I like it crunchy. I like it al dente, as the Italians say it. Now, when you make a meat sauce, usually you want to use fresh ground meat or ground turkey or whatever you want to use. But today I'm going to be using these. These are homemade meatballs that my mother made a few days ago, which are really good. You can, if you're in my situation where you don't have any ground meat, you could just do what I'm doing. You could even cut up some steak, cut up some old chicken, cut up, Thanksgiving dinner, whatever, and it doesn't really matter. But the one thing that you must remember, and people forget this, and it's very, very bad, if you ever cut raw meat, you must never, ever put the raw meat near anything else. I actually said that wrong. See? Okay, here, let me show you. See this cutting board? This, I'm not going to be cutting raw meat on. However, if I cut raw meat, raw chicken, raw turkey on this, I could not use this for anything else. This would just be meat. Because if you use anything else on that, there's a possibility you can get E. coli, you could get any other sort of bacteria, and you don't want that. Now, I got about 6 minutes to make my my meat sauce. Now, the sauce I'm going to be using is Del Grosso. I've never actually tried this sauce, so this will be the first time for me. Now, let's see. Oh, I dropped the thing. I'm going to open this. Let's see. Smells pretty good to me. I'll take a look. Looks pretty good. Tastes, let's see. It's kind of sweet. It's got a sweet, smooth taste to it. The basil adds a little flavor. That's good. Now, what you want to do, I'm just going to probably take maybe 1, 2 meatballs, maybe 3 if I need it. It all depends. Now, since this is a meatball, not a steak, or if I were using ground meat, I would probably just put the meat in there, and then I would use like a wooden spoon, like something like this. And what I would do, I would just break the meat up, and then I'll mix it together, like break it up, mix it together, and that would give you a regular meat sauce. But since what I'm doing today is using meatballs, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut them up small. Now here. By the way, if you can hear that in the background, I'm currently watching Zombieland, so just ignore that. Okay. Let me see now. By the way, I'm using my phone. That's why this is kind of crappy, but, still. You just want to cut them up kind of small, because you don't want giant chunks of meat. You want, tiny pieces, so that way it kind of complements the pasta, but doesn't overtake it. Like, see, what I would do, I would cut them in like this, and then I would just cut them into smaller little bits like this. This also, so that way you get more meat. I mean, I know, science, conservation of mass and shit like that. But, I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to really listen to that, because here, in cooking, it doesn't really matter, how much you have. It's how you use it. And now, if I cut this up really small like this, that means, like, if I were eating the sauce, I'm actually going to cut it up a little smaller, but if I was eating the pasta and, I wanted some meat, if I cut it up huge, I wouldn't get much meat. Like, if I kept it like this, I wouldn't really be able to eat that. But if I cut it up like this, then, I could get tiny little portions of it. Let's see, I got about 3 minutes till my pasta is done. Alright, that's good. So yeah, you just cut these up small. Cut them up small. Cut them up small. Yada yada yada. I don't need to keep repeating myself. I think you guys get the point. Yada yada yada. This is kind of boring. I know this is very boring, but I like I said, all I got is my phone. I'm not like, Emerald. I can't, go like, all right, let's go wait 20 minutes and then, do the whole shift like that, like I do on TV. I'm only on YouTube, so I can't really do that much. Sorry, guys, but you just have to bear with me a little. All right. That's one. Now, actually, we might not even need another, so we can go ahead and start this. Turn this on. Now, what I learned from technically my cooking master, Michael, he always adds a little bit of butter. Now, I know in this new America, butter is looked upon as like, oh my God, I can't believe he's using butter. I can't eat that. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Everything is good in moderation. That's the rule. Everything is good in moderation. Alright, all I got is this. This will work. I mean, it's not the best, but it'll do. Now, you see, it's pretty hot, so butter should melt. Alright. I'll take a spoon. About maybe like that. Not much. Put that in. Get it around. Mix it around, Now you just take this. Put it in. Now you just kind of stir that around. Stir that around. Stir it around. Oh, look at that. Well, this big pan was kind of pointless, but just stir it around. Okay. Now I'm going to wait for this to heat up before I put the meat in, because otherwise it's going to be cold. Now I'm actually going to put it on for a little longer because, yeah, I'm going to put it on for maybe 2 more minutes. So, and I got this cooking. Now, I don't know how long this is going to last, because apparently there's a countdown going on. But if I don't get to finish this, I'll probably post another video showing you the completed result. So, hopefully, this little countdown doesn't really mean anything, but sadly it might, so I don't know. But I got my pasta, I got my meat. I think you can put 2 and 2 together, see what happens. And